All right, let's talk about something I haven't talked about in a while. You know, this is tasting tequila with Brad, but sometimes it's tasting agave spirits with Brad. And today we're going to have some Waikulu premium agave spirit. Now, here's what's special about this. If he was making this in the right areas of Mexico, this would be considered a tequila because he's using only Blue Weber agave. They're cutting them right out of the fields like a Jimadora does in Mexico. They pop those out. They cut them up in halves and quarters and they stack them in this little stone brick steam oven that he has. Those are cooked in this little steam oven. From there, they shred them like you would a shredder before you put it in a tahona. And Paul Turner, the owner of this company, he made his own tahona. It's awesome. Instead of the tahona going around and crushing the agave, it has trays and the wheel runs around the tahona and the tahona stays in one place. It's really cool. The tahona there isn't made out of stone though, so you're not imparting some of the same minerality, but you have a great crushing method. From there, he's going into these very small stainless steel fermentation tanks using a yeast that he propagated from the Pincas in the fields right there in Maui. So the agave grows great in Maui because they have a lot of rain. It's got a nice weather source. It's very similar to tequila, but it's also grown in a volcanic soil. So very much like you'd have in the Valley of Tequila. From there, they're going out of his stainless steel fermentation tanks that he's made into this giant still that he made. A very different looking still, but again, twice distilled just like you would regular tequila. And what he did a little different with this one, because you look at it, you're going to tell me that's an añejo, but that is a reposado, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. But it's not. This is a Blanco. This hasn't been aged, but what they did was they infused this with peppers. They used like a dried chili pepper, and they just let it infuse into this agave spirit. Now, this is coming out at 40% ABV. Again, this is the year 2024 smoked pepper, and this is really good. It's a crazy good sipper. Let's go ahead and hit it. Cooked agave. I get a smokiness that I don't normally pick up on a tequila. And it has a chili pepper smell, almost like a red hot chili pepper that you would smell. You do pick up some floralness, just a hint, and you get a ton of minerality out of that. But it smells like it's going to be smoky and it smells like it's going to be peppery. So let's give it a taste. The sweetness is there, the cooked agave is there, but it is hot fire like I just drank a jalapeno pepper. You get a lot of different flavors in there, but honestly, the heat of the pepper just takes over this chipotle, hot smokiness, and it's can't even think of the word to use. It's rugged, it's rustic. It's got this awesome flavor to it. Now, I use this in a regular Paloma. So I'll take my squirt, a little bit of lime, and I'll use my regular tequila, whatever my go-to Blanco off the shelf was. And I'll add this to add a little smoke and a little fire. And I know there's no smoke made in the process of making this, so it's got to be just from the flavor of those peppers. It could maybe impart a little bit from their stone oven and the way they cook those agaves and caramelize those agaves, but mostly I think it's from the pepper. If you get the chance to visit Maui, Hawaii, don't miss out on going to Waikulu. The tour is amazing. The people there are extremely knowledgeable, and it is very similar to visiting a small distillery in Mexico. It's really cool. Paul Turner not only can make great tequila, he also is the inventor of the company Rock Shocks for mountain bikes. So he's like my long lost brother. He's a mountain biker. I'm a mountain biker. He loves growing agave and making agave spirits. He loves tequila. He loves action sports and he likes warm climbing. So the dude's a great guy. So definitely check it out. I also have an interview with Paul. I'll put a link here at the end so you can check it out. He kind of talks about how he got started in the whole facility. Try some Waikulu. Tell me if you've ever had Waikulu spirits or if you have personally visited the distillery and what you thought of it when you were there. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.